Thank you for joining me for part 2 of the Kenmore 117.141 threading. We've just wound a bobbin, and I want to show you how to remove the bobbin case and load the new bobbin into the case. The left side of the stitch plate area will lift completely up and out of the way. Try to get us some light down in our area. And I apologize, it's kind of hard to get a good view of this, but we'll do what we can. As you can see down in the bobbin case area now, our bobbin sits in underneath our stitch plate. I'll try to get us a little bit better. I think you can see a little bit better with that one now. And so the bobbin case is sitting in to the left of the machine. It has a strap that runs horizontal on it. The upper tab that you see here is holding the bobbin case on the post, and the lower tab is what will help us release the bobbin case from the post. A lot of newer machines, they will have a strap that you can lift up and use to pull the bobbin out. This one does not. I'm going to move the camera out of the way just a moment because it's a small area to get into, and I have to stand up to do that. But I will reach and grasp the horizontal portion of the bobbin case with my index finger and thumb and use my middle finger to lift up on this lower tab, which will release it from the cabinet. Okay, I'm going to move this just a bit so you don't see my big old hand. And I've just that easily removed it out of the cabinet. See if we can see down in there. You'll see it's out. Again, this upper tab that you're seeing here is what holds the bobbin case in place. The lower one is what helps us eject it, and you pull up on the lower one. Okay, let's move over and see. I'm going to back out a bit and see our bobbin case now. Okay, so our bobbin case is round like most current bobbins that you would see and use, but it does have this teardrop shaped piece that is the tension strap. And so you'll see it's quite different looking than the more modern machines. I'm going to drop the bobbin out of its case, trim the thread, and pull the thread as it would have come off of the bobbin. By doing that, we minimize strain on this lower bobbin tension tab. Sometimes people will get complaining the machine isn't sewing right, and a lot of times it's either going to be their upper or lower tension, but 90% of the time it's they've misthreaded something. So a technician years ago shared that with me, that it was just a good thing to drop your bobbin out of the case, cut it, take the thread out as it would have fed off. Otherwise, over a period of multiple repetitions of removing a bobbin, if you had it and were pulling out, you can actually loosen the tension on the bobbin case and mess it up, or just wear a path in it. So it's just a little tip to help you go there. To install the other bobbin we've just wound, I will put it in with the thread coming off over the top and to the left. So it's going in here counterclockwise. Place it on the post inside your bobbin case. Tilt the bobbin case towards you, and you'll notice there's a little cutout. We're going to go straight up and then over to this little rounded out area. Turn the bobbin case so that that teardrop shape is facing you from the front. It's kind of tricky trying to watch what I'm doing, plus see how it's looking on my camera here, so I appreciate you guys just kind of being patient with me. I've got it moved to the front now, and I'm going to pull this thread up and under this little divot in that top part. You'll probably hear it snap into place. Okay. And to just double check that everything is right, I'm going to flip it over to the back. And now you can see that that thread went into that slit, to that little curvy part. When I brought it to the front and then up, the thread is also now, you can see it's coming through this part. If you don't have it there, you need to repeat the method, that maneuver on the front, where I just pulled it down this side and then pulled it up. We're going to put it back in the machine. It's going to go on that post that we saw down in there. Some light for you. So we're going to place it on the post that we see in the lower part of the machine. When we put it in there, this upper tab will catch it and hold it into place. I'm going to move the camera for a moment, and I'll bring you right back. As I'm doing this, I'm making sure I'm keeping that little tension strap at 12 o'clock. Okay, I've got it in there. I'll swing it back around. Again, if you'll notice this upper tab, this is the one that we were talking about, catches it in there. I'm going to try to reach from this side and see if you can see me wiggle it. And so you'll see that's got it caught into place. I'm going to bring the bottom thread up to this little opening and snap the remaining plate part on. And that's going to hold our thread until we get the top of the machine threaded, and then we'll bring our bobbin thread up in this stitch plate. Catch me on part 3 for threading the top of the machine.